Hey everybody, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Alright, it's Monday again, so that means it's time to do a little bit of a collage in our Collage Weekly Planner by Miriam and Margarete Miller. Miriam, I don't know where that came from. So here is a quick flip through of the weeks that we've done so far. There's week 1, week 2, week 3, 4, 5, which was last week, and now we're on week 6. Can you believe that? So I've been watching some other YouTubers doing theirs, and I feel like I might be a week ahead of everybody, but every time I've questioned that, I've looked at the calendar and I'm like, well, but Monday is February 1st, so maybe they're all a week behind. I don't know. It doesn't matter. What are our prompts for this week? So first of all, we have a list, anything from the grocery store, a piece of washi tape, architecture, a star, and bonus, something that came in the mail. So I've gone ahead and already gathered my materials. I'm going to just put one over here just to weigh that down a little bit. Okay. So I've already gathered my materials, and let's just go in order. So the first one is a list. I pulled several. I pulled 3 different ones from my work planner from last year. And I use a Daphne's Diary planner, and so every week has a different design. So I was mostly just looking at the colors in these, and don't care about what the list actually says. I'm going to be more paying attention to the color and the background and what else we end up using. Okay, so anything from the grocery store. I haven't been in the grocery store to do grocery shopping since late last summer's when I started my new diet. It's just easier for me to stay on my diet if I don't have all that temptation. And so this is a long story to get to a really thing. So anyway, my original thing was I was thinking, a receipt from the grocery store would be perfect. But now that I do pick up, they print it off on a sheet of paper. It's not like a regular receipt would be from a store anymore. So that said, no receipt, which I'm sure most people are probably going to go that route. So this will be a little bit more interesting maybe, or unique, I guess, as far as what I use. I had a box of cauliflower crust pizza that I had, deconstructed, and I used those for constructing spines. That's what I was going to use these for. Or, actual covers for journals. Several layers of that turns into really great hardboard for a cover. So I had these 2 just sitting on my desk, and I thought, well, this one isn't very interesting, but how funny would it be to have just some cauliflower randomly on my collage? Or I could just use the text, I guess, of this. And then from this one, I thought maybe the little leaves could be interesting. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so a piece of washi tape. Again, I gave myself some options. This one I chose because it's wide and it's script and it's just real interesting. This one I got from AliExpress. Sorry, it's upside down. So it's got like math and graphs and script and, nothing you can really read. And then 2, sorry, my nose is running today, so I apologize if I sniffle. I've been dealing with sinuses. I think the weather changing is really kind of affecting me. But this, I think, is a Heidi Swapp washi, this one. And then this one might be a Michaels brand. It's from a pack that I've really not used at all. And both of them are kind of old. But I liked the color, the pop of color. I thought might be kind of good. So depending on where we go with the main elements or the other elements, I'll choose the washi accordingly. Okay. Architecture, I'm going to come back to. A star. I have this stencil. I don't even know where I got it. I know I didn't buy it at Hobby Lobby. Probably came... It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's a star. It's a stencil of a star. And so we'll figure out a way to use that. Bonus, something that came in the mail. This was how I ordered something from Etsy, and the seller addressed it with all these fantastic stamps. And so I definitely want to use this in my collage somewhere. So we've got a lot of really good elements already. Honestly, we may not need the architecture, but wait for this, because I think this is gonna be what pulls everything together here. So, okay, let me put this off to the side. I have this book. It's called Design by Philip Rawson, and I guess I got this at the thrift store for $3. I haven't used it yet. Oh, sorry, naked people. But I just got it recently. So in here, there's just design for art. I mean, these pages are perfect for junk journals because you can take out a page and you could either fold it vertically or horizontally, and they're kind of perfect. But as you can see, there's architecture going to be part of this book. So this one actually kind of stuck out to me as a potential. I'm actually just going to pull this page out because this one might be one that I use. So I'm going to think about that one. I like that it's black and white. But yeah, this book, this is a pretty fantastic book. This chapter, I think, is all about cities, urban environment, exterior places, it looks like. So some gardens. Oh, this would be fantastic. Well, that's architecture, if nothing else, isn't it? I'm going to go ahead and pull this page out, too. Okay, guys, I'm going to pause real quick and blow my nose. I'll be right back. Okay, so... kind of, yeah, this one too. Like, I mean, some of these are just pretty great. Even something like this, or like this page. Not everything in this book is going to be black and white. Even this, I could totally get into using this. We did a church 2 weeks ago, so I don't think I want to do a church. Some of these are just very odd. Whoops, what was that? Oh, that's interesting. Isn't that interesting? Let me pull that page out too. Yeah, both sides of that. This one's interesting too. But I like this, and I don't really know why. I don't know that I would live in that, but I guess I wouldn't pay a bunch of money to live in it. I'll say that, I guess, but okay, and so then there's old-timey drawings. Even this, like Pueblo style huts and things. Okay, here we go. This is what I was hoping to find. Okay, I'm going to pull both of these out. Oh, it's going to be difficult. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully I didn't totally ruin that. Might be using this as our background. To be honest, I really like that. Or even this could be really cool. So, okay. So, we have environment. Let me just flip through the rest of this, just in case you're curious about it. It's not just architecture. There's, art, furniture, all kinds of design. Interior design here. So, sculpture. This is going to be a really good book for junk journaling, for sure. Like, even pages like this. It's not actual, like, from King Arthur book, but throwing that into a journal, how awesome. And typography, like seriously, yeah. So, and I apologize if there's naked people, but that is part of art. So I wanted to come back and look at this page. Yeah, look at that. So cool. Fonts, old languages, calligraphy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to keep this book handy. Really, really cool. Look at that guy's face. I mean, who drew this? Albrecht Dürer, head of Apostle. So if you know the watercolor pencils, Albrecht Dürer, Faber-Castell must have named him after that artist, and I'm sure most of you know that, who are into art. I haven't studied. Oh, that's awesome. It's a cathedral in Paris. So, yeah. Really, really cool book. I hope I'm not enabling all of you. These are books, you know, like I said, I found this at my thrift store. I don't tend to go and, oh, jeez, all of this, we could go Asian with it. A lot of my books I don't buy specifically because I see them somewhere. But it's not to say that I haven't done that. But I don't want to enable a bunch of you guys to go and buy things. Just go to your thrift stores or in England, UK, I think you call them op shops, opportunity shops. You can find so much. So much. I found a vintage Boy Scout handbook at one of mine. Oh my God. See, like, even this is, okay. I might be a little bit busy for the size of space that we have, although it could be really good too. So let me pull this one out too. Oh, that's going to be a difficult. Okay. All right. So we've got some pretty great pieces to work with here. At the moment, I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of choices I've given myself. I don't think I've really helped myself out there. So, I don't know. I'm really leaning towards one or the other of these two for my architecture, but I also really like this too. So how do we put all this together? Well, I guess that's the weekly challenge, isn't it? Now, I don't want to ignore these. This one I think is really neat, but for this small space, I'm not sure that it's going to be helpful because there's a lot going on here. Even more so than like this one. This one condensed down and putting other stuff over it might kind of disperse your eye a little bit. This one might be my go-to, honestly. Even this one is really cool, but oh, is that a building? Or is that a top-down look at of arcology, the city in the image of man? Okay. Vast enclosed mega. Okay, so that looks like it's a top-down view of what a city might be. So we won't use that one. Okay, well, it looked like a house. Architecture plans for a house. Okay, well, boy, I haven't helped myself at all, have I? But the one thing I do like about these is they're all black and white, and so that's going to help with our color choices. We'll have color with our, not even just the stamps, but this manila folder, or the envelope brings a lot of color. We could go black and white again, or somewhat close to that with cauliflower, or bring in a touch of the green, which might be nice. And I'm kind of leaning towards this list because of the pop of the red would be really nice too, but I don't really want it to get too Christmassy looking. But I could, I'm going to just go ahead and do this now because I'm not going to use this entire piece. I'm just going to rip it here. And then that way we'll have some dead space. And it's still a list, but it's not super crazy busy. So I think I've already made that decision. Yeah, these other two are nice, but this will just get lost. And then this is just going to add more busyness. And I think this one too, because the colors are nice, but again, they're not as solid of a color as like this one. So, okay, making some headway. So we're eliminating that. I'm going to kind of prep this. I don't really want it to be as thick as this, so I'm going to remove the top layer if I can. Hopefully I don't ruin it. Because I don't want my book to get super thick. Okay, so there is a little bit more. Okay, we've got cauliflower. I'm going to hang on to this just in case I want to use the words instead. And then this one, try and rip around these. Just to help focus the attention on the leaves less, and not as much on, although this is kind of cool too, to be honest with you. I'm going to see what this looks like. Probably should have ripped that the other direction, but ooh, very carefully. That is kind of cool. Okay, well, we might use all three of these pieces. You never know. Sorry, I need to blow my nose one more time. Okay, so let me pull this off and see what I can do here. Okay, so here's this little piece. Take some of this red off of here. I'm going to smooth this edge just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now we got some stuff to work with there. Our mail. I don't know what to do. Okay, and I don't really want to just tear up this page if I don't end up using it, because this, again, would be a really great page for a junk journal. So, you know, I was just looking at this. We could even use this nutrition facts too. It would be kind of interesting. Okay, make a decision, Tam. What if we did this one and turned it on its, well, what's on the back side of this? Okay. Yeah, I just don't have tons of room to work with here. I'm kind of trying to visualize in my head bits and pieces of what this might look like and like how I might incorporate these other elements along with it. Okay, so then what is this? It's very cool. It looks like a little village of domed houses or something. Okay. I could use this roughed up edge over here in my to help me. Okay. Just gonna rip this down the middle and rip this up here. I kind of felt like this part of the image is not helpful because your brain is like, what is happening there? What we recognize is this column more, and the relief here in the yeah, I think these are like Roman numerals or something maybe. So let me find something to prop up my book with here. Nope, that's too tall. Okay. So, having said that, I'm going to, well, no matter what, I'm keeping all of these pieces because they're all fabulous. So, you know, I'm leaning more towards using this other piece because I think this is going to help me more with the rest of the page that I have left over here. So, let me pull off. Yeah, see that this wasn't helping, and then now look how awesome is that? We can put that on some kind of collage or something. Okay, and then over here we don't need all of this, so I'm going to rip this down here so you still know what's going on, and now we have more space to work with for the rest of the elements, and I could actually move it more over. Okay, so now I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, this is a black and white image right on top of a black and white, well, gray and white background, which is not helpful either. So how do we fix this? Okay, so we've got our list. We could do something like that. I do not really want to get rid of all. Okay. I love the flowers here. I also really like, okay, I'm just going to rip off this side because I think we could incorporate maybe this side somewhere else, like over here. Maybe like that, or even on top, because really you don't need to see. You get the idea without having to see everything. Okay, so the bottom part is not helpful. It's just wasted space. So I'll save that. I don't think you need to see all of my list. Boy. It's gonna come together, guys. Just be patient. Okay. So the rest of my elements, this is another big one. Let me try and fit this one in first. have to use all of these. The Happy Holidays doesn't make sense really. I don't really want to lose the chemistry one though. I think part of my problem is this thing is just too big. So, let me get, I don't want to rip it anymore. Okay, so I'm going to fold this and we're going to get rid of this piece of it. And I'll just keep these stamped for something else. Okay, making progress. And then I don't need all of this either, so I could do this. Now, there we go. That's what I needed. Okay. Now, we've got more color. What if this is down here? And then this, we've got a list, but it's just maybe going to be a little bit hidden. Or let me remove part of it like that and see about putting it on top. There we go. Now we've got something to work with here. Okay, so if we move this over just a tiny bit, we could probably fit this down here. So it's just peeking out from behind. And then cauliflower. Anyone? Put that next to the lemons. Boy, this is a weird one, guys. I don't know. As my stomach is growling, I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Let me take off some of the bottom of that. There we go. Okay, so we've got some cauliflower. What I don't really like is that it's all just kind of stacked on top of each other. So maybe this can go up here. Oh, we still got to put our washi on here somewhere. A piece of washi. So we could put the cauliflower up here in the left corner. I'll pull this down just a little bit. And I'm liking the idea of using this blue. So I feel like we need to bridge the gap here. So let's find the edge. I don't know that the little green leaves are going to make an appearance. I guess if I did anything, it would be this. Or that. But again, now I'm making another empty space over here. Or, let's see. Could do this. And now I've kind of just framed our architecture, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. And I could still use the blue washi tape as to finish this piece over here, but I don't know that that's quite right as far as design goes. I can tell you right now, I'm liking the colors of this. Okay, so what if we did that? Put our cauliflower here. Well, I do like the other way better. Let me see what this might look like. The straight line is kind of not helpful. Well, it's different. Okay. So a couple of things. I've got a straight edge down here at the bottom, which I need to make that a little bit more jagged. Like this could come up just a little bit and be more in the middle. This could probably come down a little bit like that because we still have enough room. Where's my tweezers? So this could move. Actually, could even go all the way. No, I don't like that. They need to be further apart from me. And then I wonder, what if I just did this? That way you could see more of the color and lay it directly on top. Yeah. Yeah, I like that, but do I? Okay, and a star. So, well, I think what I've got here is what it is. So I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this down and go from there. I'm still not sold on if I like this on top or below, but and I can adjust some of this washi up here to not cover up quite so much, but the rest of this I think I'm pretty well okay with. So I'm going to go ahead and try and glue this down and then yeah, try and remember how it all went together. Like how it turned out. I made a couple of little adjustments that might not seem like a lot, but I think really helped. Originally, I was hiding the right side of this piece of paper with the washi, and so then that made the washi just too dominant, I think. And so by me putting the washi behind there, it just helped to kind of play that up just a little bit better. And then ended up, I think I kept this at the same level, but I moved the whole piece of the architecture down just slightly, and then I kind of visually tried to not match the bottom of the architecture or the bottom of this piece, with this one, the bottom of this, so I kind of kept it in between the two, and I think that kind of helps a little bit too. It's very, very subtle, but I don't know. For me, it helps. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. I don't know. But, you know, very possible. I do it. Like, we all do it, so, right? Okay, so now, what I was thinking for the star could be kind of cool is I have just gotten a Stabilo All pencil. This one, no. Is this an aquarelle pencil? Anyway, this is the All pencil. Okay, so if you're curious, here is what it looks like. And I actually found it on Amazon in a set of 3. They were not cheap, but I know that I will use these forever and forever. But it came in a pack of red, white, and black, and then there were other different color variations that you could get. But I mean, I didn't pay a ton. I think it was like $7 for all 3 of these, which is cheap. I don't know. I don't like to spend too much money on stuff. Oh, and then I also got, Sunshine, and these are not sharpened yet, but I don't know what these will do. I'm going to hold off on those, but I want to experiment first before we do anything in the actual book with what will actually happen when I do this. So this is just some tea-dyed paper that I was going to glue down this side anyway, so I'll go ahead and just use this scratch sheet of paper. And I kind of wanted to see what would happen. I just outline my star with this All pencil. And the thing with this pencil is, I haven't used it yet, so I don't know for sure, but you can use water. Double check. I was rooting through some other paint pens and this one. And so, okay, this is just a water brush pen. And I just filled it with some more water. So the thing with this pencil is you can add water to it and it will dissolve. So kind of turns it into a watercolor pencil. So we can just use straight water. The other thing I think you can do is just take your finger, blur the lines like that. So that's what those two look like. And then as I was trying to find this, I remembered that I have a Lincoln Stella. This is just clear, the clear glitter. So this is just clear. It's basically going to be water, but with sparkles in it. So I thought, oh, that could be kind of fun. Kind of hate to waste that though. But okay. So here are our 3 different choices. I don't know which one I like. I like them all for different reasons, obviously. Kind of thinking the sparkle might be kind of fun. But I need to get rid of some of this sparkle. It's just kind of all over the place. But yeah, here's what it just turns things magical. So I'll use that on something. Well, let's see. open our book back up and see what we might think. So, yeah, because I was thinking I could just lay the star just kind of like right there, and let me just draw around it. I'm thinking the wink of Stella would be really cool. I also thought just smudging it would be really cool. Maybe I'll start by smudging, and then we can decide what we want to do from there. I don't want it to be so smudged that you don't know what it is anymore, although I don't think that's probably very possible. This is fun, you guys. Got a little bit of mixed media here. Okay, so I do like that. It is a little bit disturbing in a way. Do we need some more stars, maybe? Disturbing in a way that dictatorship kind of way, you know what I'm trying to say? So we need to make it less symbolistic and cuter. That helped a whole lot. Okay, so let me smudge this one. I think we're gonna do our wink of Stella, and then we need a third one somewhere. Do one down here. Okay. Yeah, that definitely. I couldn't leave just that one star. It was... And then the fact that I had faded it with my finger, my brain was just going somewhere. I did not want it to go, and I didn't want to think of this spread in that way, in any way, shape, or form. So, okay. Now, I'm going to grab this wink of... Oh, I need to shake this up. I forgot about that. Not that it really needed it. Okay, we're going to take this collage, and we're going to make it fabulous. Okay, I'm going to start down here where it's a little bit less obvious. Oh, it's going to really take that line on the... I may end up having to spray this with a fixative. But I think it's going to turn out really cool. Very cool. Okay. So because this is kind of a glossier paper, it's spreading a whole lot easier on this. So I'm doing it with a very light touch. So I still have that straight line, or the line that I originally had. Who knew my adult coloring supplies and stuff would come in handy for a weekly collage challenge? I love it. Okay, my hand is super jittery for some reason here. I'm trying not to get my hand in the other star down there. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it. It's so cool. It's so different from what I would have ever done on my own. I would never have done something like this. I love the pops of color. I love the mixture of all the different styles. Oh my gosh, I really like this one. It's just so cool and different. This is exactly what I was hoping would happen when I was starting this collage challenge because, you know, I'm sure all of you can agree. We get into a rut of what is comfortable, and I'm getting uncomfortable. And look at what's happening. I mean, it's not the masterpiece or anything like that. It's just a fun page, and it's like interesting. So really cool. Okay, well, there we have it for this week. I need to find a sticker or something that says fab or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you guys have fun. You know, I hope your guys' collages are coming out really fun and interesting too. And yeah, we're all going to learn a lot. Those of you who are doing this challenge, or, you know, even if not weekly, whenever you're doing it, I know I'm growing already. So, and it's only been, what, 6 weeks now. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.